Hello, everybody. How are you this morning? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, just bear with me because you know the deal, guys. I want to check that I'm live in the right place where I should be. And yay, I am. Hey, that's a good start to the day, isn't it? How are you, everyone? I'm just going to wait for a few seconds to make sure we've got some people jumping on because, as you know, guys, we have our regular Tuesday morning business insights discussions, business growth insights discussions, where I come and give you share some amazing knowledge with you about how to build, grow, and scale your business, which is my absolute passion. It's something that I love to do. So if you are popping on and you're joining us this morning, say g'day in the comments because you guys know that I love to feel like I'm in the room with you, like I'm not here all by myself staring at my little computer camera. I like to feel like we're all together. So, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ali Sugars, and I am the principal and the founder of the Heart and Soul Business Academy, where we have our beautiful little logo up there, which is where we really do have a passion for helping you all build, grow, and scale your businesses to the next level. So let's say we've got some people jumping on. Good morning, Twinkle Topper. I like that one. Hey, Janelle. How are you, beautiful lady? Hello, Parme, my beautiful virtual assistant. How are you, my right-hand woman, Parme is. You're listening, hell. Good on you, Susie Manley. Good on you. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. So we're going to talk today. By the way, if you're watching the replay, pop hashtag replay so I can come back and say good day. Today we're going to talk on the topic of leaving your job to start your own business. And we're going to talk around some fears that you might have around that, whether you have already started your own business and you're running it, you feel like you're running it as a side hustle, but you want to run it full time, right? But you're looking to, or whether you're in a job and you've had this desire, or you're just feeling this pull to start something for yourself and leave that job. So today, what we're going to do is talk about overcoming the fears that you might have of leaving that job, and how sharing with you some ideas on how you can start your own business or grow the business that you already have. G'day, Lainey. How are you? Morning, Scallywag. That's not me. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm not a scallywag at all. I'm innocent, and anyone who knows me knows that's not true. All right, guys. So like I said, we're going to talk today about overcoming the fear of leaving your job to start your own business. All right, so let's get going straight away. So now the first of all, now is this going to do what I want it to do, or is it going to be a pain? Let me just bear with me, guys. Okay, just bear with me because I think there's some tech issues going on here. It's always the way, isn't it? Just when you go live, just bear with me. I'm just going to set up some stuff in the background. In the meantime, while I'm doing all this, what I'd love to know, guys, in the chat, what your situation is at the moment. So tell me, do you run a business at the moment? Are you looking to start your own business? Do you consider your business, do you have what you consider maybe a side hustle happening at the moment? That's what I see a lot of people doing. They have, they already have a business, but they're also working at the same time. And while they would love to be able to quit their job, they're having a lot of fears around that, which is what, as I'm setting things up in the background here, I'm talking as I'm going. All right, let's try that. Just bear with me. Is this going to work? Yes, it is. Great. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to talk about is understanding the root of the fear behind you not wanting to leave your job, even though you really do, but there's a fear that's kind of holding you back, right? Okay, so like I said, let me know in the comments if any of these are you. So you might have fear of financial instability. Now, that's probably a huge one because if you think about it, you are steady, you are stable in your job, right? Okay, so you're already stable in the job that you already have. But you want to try something new, but it's like, but I already have this really well-paying job and I don't want to leave. All right. You might have fear of failure. So fear of starting something new and then not being the success that you want to be. Okay. It might be fear of the unknown. You don't know what you don't know what's going to happen. All right. Whether you're going to succeed or fail. It can even be, guys, a fear of success. That's actually quite a big one. Okay. So for me, when I was in a day job for quite a while, and I did have a dream of starting a business. Like the business that I'm running now is a 30-year-old dream come to fruition. But of course, I had all these fears. I didn't want, this was the highest paying job that I had ever had. And I didn't want to leave it because of the financial instability I would have if I left, or that I was thinking that I have if I left. Okay. In the end, I was forced to leave. And so I was forced to start my own business, which in essence is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Did I have a fear of failure? Absolutely. Is there fear of the unknown? Do you know what, guys? Every day there's fear of the unknown. However, in business, you make your own success. Was there fear of success? Absolutely, because then I'll never forget having my first client was like, oh my God, I've succeeded. I've got my first client. Now what do I do? They've paid me money. I actually have to deliver what I promised, right? So there was all these fears going around in my head to be able to start business, and no doubt for you too. So Janelle, you've got more of a side hustle going. Right, cool. And so once we have identified those specific fears, now a lot of people we want to avoid those fears, right? And I get that, but it's really important that we do identify them, but then go a little bit deeper, source the reason why we have those fears. Because guys, it's okay to be scared. Right? Fear of the unknown. Like I said, it is okay to be scared. Give yourself permission. Everybody experiences fear in life, no matter what that is for. But this is a big one when you are working full-time or part-time and then you want to leave to start your own business. It's natural, guys. So what it is acceptance is the first step to overcoming all that fear. You go, all right, I know this is going to be scary, but I'm going to embrace what's happening and I'm going to go for it. Okay, so acknowledge the fearing. Acknowledge the feelings. Acknowledge the feelings, guys. So what is going on here? Something is going really weird with my notes and my things. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, acknowledge the feelings. It's okay to be scared. Everyone does it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Building a solid business plan is really important, guys. So even though you have that fear, once you've acknowledged the fear, you've gone, yeah, it's all going to happen. Then you're going to go, right, now I'm going to put things, the screen not showing the right side, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Parme. Sorry, guys. Okay, just bear with me. Here we go. All right. We're going to make this happen, guys, because I'm pretty determined. All right, so let me just go back here. Okay, so let me just wait. I'm just waiting for a few seconds until here we go. So I'm going to go through this quickly again because I'm not even sure if you saw this. So first of all, we need to identify the fears, specific fears that you might have, source the reason why you have those fears, and then embrace them, acknowledge them. Say it's okay to have those fears because we all have them, all right? Let's go to the next screen. Now, this is what we're talking about now. Building a solid business plan is really important. Now, when you do these following things, it will eliminate a lot of the fears that you have, okay? And a lot of people, when they go into business, and I say we because I've done this, right? I've run multiple businesses and some I've done this for and some I haven't. But when I have skipped these things, my businesses haven't worked as well. But when I have embraced what I'm about to share with you, then this is where you put the planning into it and it all works well. So the first thing is we need to do the market research. So identify who your target audience is, analyze and look at who your competitors are. So find out who they are, then analyze them, right? and look at different industry trends. So depending on if you have a specific business idea or if you're already in business, look at the trends, what's happening, because trends do change, guys. So this is why it is important to do your market research before going, yeah, bam, okay, I'm going to go into business. Is it a worthwhile idea? Now, there have been several businesses that I've wanted to start, that when I've gone to do the market research, it's kind of been, I don't know that that's really going to work that well. I don't know that there's much of a market out there for that. So I've kind of had to tweak it a bit. Okay. It doesn't mean I haven't gone and done what I wanted to do. It just means that I've needed to tweak it a bit. So as well as the market research, we need to do some financial planning, guys. All right. So this is something that many of us skip because we just want to get going. All right. And I completely understand that. But when, the financial planning, because obviously one of those fears is that you're going to leave this job eventually. And I'm going to suggest you can do it within 6 months. Right. But one of the fears is that you leave this job, but you're not sure of the financial aspects of it. So if you take, while you are still working, if you take the time to build a business plan, do your market research and your financial planning, then that eliminates one of those huge fears, right? So you could, I think a big question is, do you need to secure funding for your startup? Okay. Or a lot of people will think I need a big lot of funding to start a business. These days you actually don't, guys. Do you really need the funding? Okay. My question to you is, can you maybe access a portion of your current income from your job to put into your business while you are building it? Okay. And my view on this is, a little sacrifice now gives you great gain in the future, and it helps you achieve that goal. Hey, Anne, how you going, lovely lady? So also, your financial planning will help you plan for the unexpected, okay? Because you never know, like I said, what happened to me, right? I had this thought and this dream of wanting to start my own business. I didn't plan for the unexpected, unfortunately, and then all of a sudden I was without a job. So because I didn't plan, it was a little bit harder for me to start this current business I've got now. However, I did it, right? So this is what I want you to do, is learn from my mistakes. Please learn from my mistakes. So, put aside a portion of your income now into your business. So then when you decide, or, even put aside a little bit of savings. So when you decide to start your own business, you've got like a few months income set aside that you can access if you need to, right? It's planning for the unexpected. Hey, Anne-Marie, how you going, lovely? Okay, so number 3 is set goals, guys. Make sure that you set goals for long-term and short-term as well. Okay, so you've got that ultimate dream of starting your business and you want to be successful and the amount of money you want to make, but then we need to bring that down into shorter term goals, right? So that you can, especially that 6 months goal, let's say like the 6 months goal of getting your business up and running, having it successful and supporting itself enough that you can quit that job, right? So that might be a short-term goal. You can have shorter term goals. So what you want to achieve in every month, in every week. Okay, so write them down. This is a business plan, guys. Yes, there is a lot more to setting up a business plan. This is just simply like literally touching the surface, guys. There's so much more to it than this. So number 3 is creating a really good support system around you. We all need a good support system, right? Yes, we do. So first of all, find a mentor, guys, right? So and seek experienced mentors. So people who, and this will take a lot of the guesswork out of it for you. So people who've been there before, not just those people who say they've studied the topic or the business, right? People who have actually run a business, people who've done it. They've made mistakes, so learn from their mistakes, right? You want people who've got more than just the knowledge. You want people with experience. So join business networking groups, learn from others. Like I said, learn from their mistakes. This is part of why I myself as a mentor, I love to share my mistakes with people. People think I'm really weird because I share a lot of mistakes, but I want you to avoid the mistakes that I have made. And trust me, I think I've made just about every single one in business. Who's made mistakes in life and business? Put your hand up. Give me a yep in the comments if it's you, because I know I have. So the next one is build your community. Okay, so engage with like-minded people. Participate online and offline. Now, most people these days are doing a lot of stuff online. Okay, so when you're doing things online, you can participate in forums, online meetings, social media groups, expos, which I run, markets, which I'm involved in a lot of online markets. And of course, you can do all those things offline as well. So you can, go to networking meetings offline in markets, expos, all kinds of things. Join business groups offline as well. Okay. You can attend workshops and seminars. Now, I'm going to say here, when you are starting a business, what we're tempted to do to try and save all our dollars is to just attend the free stuff. Okay. Now, I'm going to suggest to you, don't limit yourself to just the free stuff, because the bottom line is, guys, that you won't get the help and the support and the knowledge that you need if you're just accessing stuff for free. Okay. That's a bit of realism here. And how do I know that? Because this was a big, huge mistake that I made. When I came back into the business world after leaving that job, a lot of things had changed in business. I'd been out of running businesses for 10 years. Now, all of a sudden, there was social media was being used for business. I didn't know how to do that. A lot of things had changed in business. And so what I was doing was accessing free webinars and free workshops and seminars as much as I could to try and gain all the knowledge, all the deep knowledge that I needed. And I wasn't really learning anything, because those free things were just part of people's sales funnel, right? They were drawing people into their paid workshops and paid courses and things like that. So I wasn't learning what I needed to learn. And to be honest, it wasn't until I invested in myself and my business was when I learned stuff. Okay. So anyway, I could talk on that for ages, but that's not all we're here to talk about today. The next one is seek support from friends and family. A lot of us avoid doing this, guys, because we're worried about what people are going to think about us. That's another fear when you go into business. What's everyone going to think? They're going to think I'm a fool for trying this, But let your friends and family, especially your family, know what your goals are, what your plans are, because you know what they're going to do. Hopefully, they're going to emotionally support you. Now, even if they're not financially supporting you, that's okay. You might have a significant other, a partner, a husband, or wife who are supporting you financially, but that's not, the sole kind of support that you're after. You're more after the emotional support as well. And so make sure that you involve them in what you're doing in your business. Involve them in your journey. And that way, when you succeed, you can, they will celebrate with you and you will feel extra proud. Trust me, guys, you really will. So number 4 is develop a success mindset. Now, the 4 pillars that I teach on in the Heart and Soul Business Academy are mindset, motivation, marketing, and momentum. Okay. And mindset is always first. Always. Because when we avoid this one, this is when we're going to struggle in business. So what we need to do with our mindset is have positive thinking. So use things like daily affirmations, visualize your success, focus on your strengths. A lot of the time we are tempted to focus on I don't want to say failures, but we want to focus on things that we can't do well or that we don't do well than the things that we do well. Does that make any sense? But really focus on your strengths. Like what strengths can you bring to your business? And you've got to have a lot of strengths. You have to already have a lot of strengths there. Otherwise you wouldn't be considering doing this in the first place, right? Who's with me on that? So invest, continuous learning, guys, right? Like I said, when I came back into business, I had no idea what I was doing because everything had changed. The way I had done business 10 years ago was completely different to the way business was running then. So I didn't have a choice but to eventually, when I eventually saw the light, invest in myself, in both personally and in my business development as well, because I wanted and I needed to learn. I needed to stay updated with the industry and the industry knowledge, right? So this is where continuous learning comes into it, guys, because things are changing every single day. Now that social media is involved in business, and a lot of the AI and technology is involved in business, things are changing every day. Even one of my dear friends who's watching or listening now, Susie, shared with me a big change that's happening in business at the moment. This is part of, thankfully, this is what I mean. Susie is a very close part of my community. She's one of my best friends. She's a colleague. And, this is continuous learning. Thankfully, she was helping me keep updated with industry knowledge. And this is why you would, like I say, invest in yourself and invest in a business course or something like the Heart and Soul Business Academy to help you stay up to date with that knowledge. And the next thing is embrace resilience and perseverance, guys, right? We're all going to have challenges. Changes are going to happen in life and in business, and adapt to those changes. And this is where I see a lot of people struggle in business, right? Like I said, there are changes happening. Things are, like it or not, getting more technological in business. And so this is what I love to do in the Heart and Soul Business Academy. I love to help people gradually adapt to those changes. Okay, so most people who come to me, most of my clients in the Heart and Soul Business Academy have come to me and they'll say, I'm really not techie minded or technology scares me. And I completely get that, right? So what we teach is what we call a Flintstones method, when you start your business without all the fancy pants, all the bells and whistles and the technology. And we help you with your mindset and with your learning to adapt to those changes and introduce the technology gradually. All right. So that takes resilience and perseverance, guys. It really, really does. And that's what I love to help people do. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking my tech here. It's not really working for me today. I don't know why. Never mind. All right. Then number 5 is just taking the leap, guys. Be brave. Take it. Take that leap. So don't just go, bam, I'm going to do it. Right, today's the day. I'm going to quit my job. Don't do that. You want to, like I said, we want to plan for that transition. So set a timeline. Set a timeline for resigning that job, right? Like I said, I suggest 6 months. It might be sooner than that. Fantastic. But 6 months is a really good time to transition your mind, your brain, and put everything into place that you need to do. It's realistic, guys, right? If I was to tell you could start a business and it would succeed within the next week, that's not realistic. So plan a timeline, set a timeline for quitting that job, right? And if you have the type of job where you can do this, maybe gradually reduce your hours if possible. And so reduce your job hours and start increasing your business hours. Okay, so it's a transition. And also planning, like I mentioned before, you want to start saving maybe for an emergency fund, for want of a better way to put it. So at least you've got a couple of months salary behind you when you do eventually quit your job. Okay, you might even want to do something like take your long service leave. Well, I don't want to tell you how to do it, right? But like I said, I want to be realistic. I say 6 months. It might seem like a long time, but when you really want to do it, it might seem like a long time because you really just want to get out, right? Let's be honest. But when you do take the time to plan, you set it up properly, you action what you're learning in any course that you've invested in, right? You're going to be rewarded in the long run. Trust me, guys. So next one is test the waters. While you are doing this, just test what you're doing. So you might want to, if you haven't already, start a side hustle first. If you're looking into something in direct sales that you want to make your full-time job, join a direct sales company. Great, fantastic, and run it as a side hustle first. I don't even like that term side hustle. I don't, because my opinion is if you're in business, you're in business, right? So you're starting a side business first. Now, the other thing is what you want to do is when you set up your business, while you're setting it up, while you're branding yourself and all the stuff that you need to do, get feedback on your business idea, right? So when you get that feedback, take it on board, right? You don't have to change everything. And this is where a mentor will guide you, and they will help you to make the necessary adjustments that are going to help you succeed. Because you can get feedback from friends and family, but they don't understand the business aspect of it, right? But when you get feedback from a business mentor or other business colleagues, like I always ask feedback from my fellow colleagues, that's when they're going to come at it to you from a business perspective. And it's really powerful from someone looking from the outside in, because you're so invested in your own business, but that third party can probably see things that you can't. You see, I get very excited about that because I have a lot of fun doing it. All right. And the next one is commit fully, guys, right? If you're going to commit to a business, commit to a business. So embrace your identity as a business owner. Start seeing yourself as a leader. Start seeing yourself as that business owner. Right? And when you stay focused, you stay disciplined, you put in the number of hours to starting your own business and learning that you've promised yourself, right? This is when that commitment is going to benefit you immensely, right? But you have to commit. It can't be a half-assed decision. If it's half-assed, you'll never quit that job. And this is where involving your family and your friends in your journey, they can support you, like I said, emotionally. Your family will understand why you're taking a little bit of extra time to do some extra study. And also while you're talking about this commitment, keep reminding yourself why you've started this journey, right? This is why we need to understand the fears and understand why we've started this. So decide, commit, focus, succeed. I love that picture. That's gold. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me today. And if you've enjoyed today's training and you would like to know more, you'd like to go deeper, if you are someone who is looking to quit that job, right, within the next 6 months, you want to invest, you know that you need to learn how to do it, I'd love to invite you to come and have a chat to me about the Heart and Soul Business Academy. Now, we have a lot more content. We are always adding content to our academy. We make sure that we have up-to-date strategies. We make sure that it's very easy to access so you can do it alongside working your day job or your whatever kind of job you have. All right. So it's very easy to access. So if you would like to have a chat with me personally about how the Heart and Soul Business Academy can help you, pop the word academy in the comments and we will be in touch. We'll make a mutual time, because what I want to do is I want to learn all about you and your business, guys. It's not about, it's not about, whoops, let me stop sharing mine. It's not about you coming and, me just trying to tell you all about the academy. I want to know how I can help you. My heart is to help you start your business. My heart is to take away and alleviate a lot of the stress and a lot of the fear of the unknown, especially. All right. So, guys, once again, pop the word academy in the chat if you would like to have a talk to me about the Heart and Soul Business Academy. I would love to learn about your business. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. And I will see you again next week for another training. Mwah. Have a fantastic day, all. Bye.